Should the Broncos go after Dave Fifita again? The wrecking ball from Kebra Park, who burst onto the scene as a teenager, left for the Gold Coast on a record deal, and now, well, he's a shadow of the player that he once was. But here's the twist. Not only are there fresh rumours Wayne Bennett is circling for him at Souths, the Titans have reportedly given him permission to look elsewhere. That means Dave could be on the move sooner rather than later. So should Brisbane make a play? Or is it just smarter to let him go?
Yeah! Old School Broncos! Yeah!
Welcome back to the Old School Broncos podcast. I'm Ash, and today we're driving into one of the hottest rumours in rugby league right now, David Fifita's future. He started here at Brisbane. He left on one of the richest forward deals in history for a back rower. And now, with the Titans reportedly open to letting him go, his name is back in the spotlight. So do the Broncos get involved or walk away? David Fifita was one of the most hyped young forwards the Broncos have ever produced. A Kebra Park product who made his NRL debut in 2018 at just 18 years old. He exploded straight away. A mix of power, speed and agility was unlike anything we'd seen in a teenager. By 2019, he was already in the Queensland Origin team. For Broncos fans, it felt like the next Shane Webke, Carl Webb or Corey Parker moment. A homegrown forward we could build a team around for a decade. But in 2020, Fifita left for the Gold Coast Titans. They put a massive 3-year deal to him, making him the richest forward in the game. Brisbane, who was in chaos in the lowest point in their history, simply couldn't match it. For Dave, it was life-changing money. For the Titans, it was about landing a marquee name. For Broncos fans, it hurt. Seeing a local junior who we thought would be here forever walk out for a rival club just up the highway, it was a bitter blow. And while Fifita had flashes of brilliance at the Titans, he never really lived up to the price tag. Injuries, inconsistency, and the pressure of being the guy just stalled him. So here's the current situation. Fifita is still on big money, roughly around 950 grand a season. He's out of form and clearly unhappy. The Titans have now given him permission to look elsewhere. And on top of that, Wayne Bennett has shown interest in taking him down to South Sydney. And that's why this conversation has swung back to Brisbane. Should the Broncos try and bring him home before someone else does? So let's look at the case for bringing him home. He's a junior product, already comfortable in Brisbane. Sometimes home is where players rediscover their spark. At the Titans, he was expected to be the saviour. At Brisbane, he'd just be a part of a stacked roster. The pressure wouldn't all fall on him. At his best, he's a game breaker. Imagine him running off Ezra Mann and with Reece Walsh sweeping around. That's a nightmare left edge to defend. Michael Maguire is the type of coach who won't tolerate passengers. If Fifita buys in, Madge could get the absolute best out of him. If we get Origin level Fifita for 500 to 700k a year, that's a bargain compared to what he was once paid. Now let's look at the case against bringing him back. He's never been a high motor forward. Brisbane culture under Maguire is about effort and accountability. Does Dave fit that? Then look at the attacking lines. Too often he sits wide and waits for the ball. Piakura, by contrast, is learning to run hard lines, make his tackles and fit the system. Even at a reduced salary, it's still a big investment in a player who hasn't been consistent. Then we address the roster balance. Brisbane already have game breakers everywhere. Mann, Walsh, Haas. What they actually need is blue-collar workhorses. Then you look at the player. Next you got to think, sometimes the player you remember isn't the one you're getting back. That's a pretty big gamble. And this is where it gets fascinating. Wayne Bennett at Souths is reportedly interested, and he's the master of rebuilding fallen soldiers. He'd give Dave confidence and freedom, for sure. Michael Maguire, on the other hand, at Brisbane, is the complete opposite. Hard standards, work first, no excuses. So which version of coaching does Fifita actually want? He runs hard off Mann, Walsh sweeps around, and Arthur's on the outside. the left edge becomes lethal. But if he doesn't buy in, you've got a 600k headache blocking Piakura and chewing up cap space. So here's where I land. It's tempting, no doubt. The romance of bringing a local junior home is real, especially with the Titans shopping him around and Wayne Bennett sniffing. But I think it's a gamble too big right now. Brisbane's culture is built on hard work under Maguire. Unless Fifita is ready to completely reinvent his game, I'd be somewhat hesitant to take the risk. So that's the debate. David Fifita. The Titans are open to let him go. Wayne Bennett might swoop for South, but should Brisbane have a go? I'd love to know what you think. Is he worth the punt, or is it smarter to back Piakura and the next generation? Don't forget to subscribe, share it with your mates, and let's keep this conversation going. That's it for this one of the Old School Broncos podcast. Let's go, Broncos.